My husband and I got married a little over a year ago, and we've been newlyweds in quarantine for half of that time. Our roles have completely been turned upside down. I used to work in television full time. I would be on set. I would be out of the house 12 hours a day. And since everyone is on lockdown, I'm here home all the time.
Whenever I come home, I'm drained. And that's usually the time that we have to spend with each other.
There is a certain expectation of what I've been doing all day. You know, he's at work, he's the boss there. He comes home, and that transfers over, and now I feel like I'm his employee rather than his partner.
And that's not what I'm trying to just, have as far as communication with my wife. But that happens.
So I'm looking for tools to help me be able to not stonewall as much and really open up and listen and communicate better.
So we can not only face the challenges, but also overcome them together.
Opposed to just setting expectations and being let down most of the time.
Thanks for doing this with me. I'm a Heartfulness meditation trainer. I've actually been a trainer since 2015. I'm going to walk you guys through a technique called cleaning. With this process, what we're going to actively do is make the suggestion that all thoughts and impurities and negativities that have built up, not only throughout the day, but over a span of time, are leaving us from behind in the form of smoke.
Coming out of it, I feel very alive and very present right now.
It was almost as if there was no force, like gravitational force. So it was like I was just still, like here at this place without any force pulling or pushing. It was good.
So when I first found out that I was pregnant, it was a shock to me because we hadn't discussed it, there was no trying, and I guess I just never anticipated his reaction becoming so emotional, which really reassured me that he was ready. Now that I'm pregnant and being in a pandemic, this Heartfulness communication curriculum couldn't come at a better time.
I've never been pregnant, so I can't even begin to empathize, but I can sympathize, and I can only imagine. And this week, I'd wanted to focus on this concept called the third way. It's understanding that two people might think of something differently and figuring out the middle ground that benefits both. And sometimes that means adjusting a little bit more toward one person or a little bit more toward the other. Instead of coming to the table with a combative, like I have to get my way, it's more of, okay, what can we do that works best for both of us?
I wouldn't say I'm the cleanliest.
I like to live in a very clean environment. Come on. Babe.
Yeah.
There's clothes all over the bathroom.
And I like the controlled chaos.
Do you mind coming here and picking them up? Please? And me still trying to hold my ground, and I need to teach her because that's not right.
Before, I would very much be like, what's the big deal? And pick it up with an attitude. And now I'm like, okay, I hear you. I want you to be happy in our home and in our space. So I tend to be more conscious and I'm picking things up.
Maybe that gave me the opportunity to just share with her, hey, this really doesn't make me feel good when I come home. So I think that technique specifically has helped me to just step back, be more accepting, and be less argumentative.
I'm so happy to hear that you guys have resonated with this practice and that you found it to be beneficial. I know this practice in this last year has really, really helped me. Every technique that's a part of it, and I'm going to walk both of you through one of them today. It's called Knobby Breathing. And Knobby just means channel in Sanskrit, nothing too fancy. What you're going to do is place your right thumb on your right nostril. We're going to breathe in deeply, in and out through our left nostril, and we'll do that together 10 times. And let go. How are you guys feeling?
You said to notice how you're feeling, and like my tears have been here all day for all the reasons. I'm currently going over to Kaiser because I am dehydrated and I can't keep anything down.
Since I have become pregnant, I was diagnosed with something called Hyperemesis Gravidarum, which is a very, very severe form of morning sickness. And it's not just dedicated to the mornings, it's all day sickness.
It was in the beginning of the pregnancy, so I didn't know what to do. So what I decided to do was at least present to her the opportunity to use the Knobby breathing technique after, of course, she was done throwing up. Okay, one more time.
My mind and my pulse and everything is so rapid in the nauseous moments. I find that if I do the Knobby breathing, it brings me back to a center place.
Well, genuinely, it's been just such a joy and pleasure getting to know both of you. I'm really bummed, truly, that this is our last session. You know, I've learned so much from the two of you, and I'm really hopeful that everything that we've gotten to talk about over the last few weeks has been helpful for both of you. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. If you guys want to sit and you want to meditate together, just let me know. I mean, I'm always around, I'm always available.
This has helped me to improve how to communicate always in a loving way to my wife.
It really has improved our relationship tenfold. I definitely see and feel a difference in how Leo approaches certain scenarios and conversations. Like, it's coming from a good place.
She listens more to my type of feedback, so this way we can communicate instead of maybe argue. And so we cannot wait to also be able to implement everything that we have learned
As we transition into being parents.
This makes me